Welcome to the Geelong Revival. Zigzagging all over the place, and I ignore that red light. Wow, that was a big moment. The car was darting left and right. The surface is so uneven there, but we managed to get through it. I didn't die, right? I'm Cam, and we're at the Geelong Revival Motoring Festival. It started in 1956, and my goodness, there's so much variety of cars here. As I'm talking, there's like a Rotary going past and then a Commodore Ute. The variety is amazing. Anyway, I brought my TT, my 2015 Audi TT. We've put a Garrett turbo on, we've put an Ecotune on it, and we're going to see what it does down the quarter mile. So the Geelong Revival is a two-day festival. On the Saturday, which is what we're here for, is the modern cars, and on the Sunday are the classic cars. So the first run I've done, I did an 11.9 down the quarter. Had some issues with launch control and stuff, but I'm about to hit the track and see what I can do to improve on that sort of time. But literally, they've closed down the main drag of Geelong along the waterfront where usually all the nice restaurants are. They've closed the road, and we're doing quarter mile sprints. So let's go and check out to see all the other cars and everything about the festival. So to give you an idea of the variety of what I was talking about before, we've got this, which looks like an engine, a seat, a light cover, but looks like it goes awfully fast, and it's got slicks on it, racing slicks. Amazing. I sort of call this cross between a go-kart and like a Formula Ford or something like that. Anyway, check this out. This car has got an aeroplane engine. It's air-cooled. So cool. And then literally right next to it, we've got two R32s. This one's got an R34 colour. Pretty cool. And then we've got a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, full race spec. And then we've got what looks to be a Formula Ford. Look at that. How cool is that? And then we've got a full-on TCR RS3 race car. So the variety is absolutely amazing, and then you get everything in between. Like swing around, we've got some Commodore Utes, we've got a GTS Monaro, we've got Fords, we've got XE, everything. So, and Rotaries and everything in between, even go-karts. Anyway, let's check it out. Ford Mustang motor. I don't think that belongs in here. They've done a swap, but I'm glad they did. Fantastic. 347.
Oh, it's a Mazda.
It's a Mazda with a Ford motor. What happens when Mazda and Ford share the same bed? They make something like this.
Didn't it have a 13B? This was originally 1990, 1.8 litre.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Hence, if you look at the number plate, it's Fantastic. Looks like they're going to get to work. It doesn't sound like a rotary because it's not. It sounds like there should be a different sound coming out of this car.
Light hot on the front. This is a classic rally car here. To get that out of the ground.
How did that 260Z go?
I just finished my second run and braking was a bit of an issue there. The car started to go a bit wayward over the road, but we managed to pull it up all right. But I think I got a better time. I'm just going to jump on my phone now and check it out. So I've just done that last run, and just remember, the surface we're driving on, it's a street circuit. It means that it's not a proper racetrack and it's not prepared like a drag strip or anything like that. This is a public road in Geelong on the waterfront. Normally people park on the road and they go to restaurants and all that sort of stuff. They go to the beach, right? We're racing on it today. And in the braking zone, I just discovered there's a surface in the braking area that's actually a drain. It's a drain grid or a drain hole, and I tried to brake on that, and I saw it in the driver's briefing, so I was aware of it, but I managed to come across it and put the brakes on, and the whole car started going wayward. So, but fortunately, Audi safety, it pulled me up okay. But man, that was a moment. It was looking out for that drain hole next time, that's for sure. So this is the fourth time I've been to the Geelong Revival. The first time I went with my BA GTP, my red Ford, 2008. And then I went with my ttrs, which was an 8J, the white one. And I set a record here for 2 years. I did the quarter mile in 11-second flat. And then that record stayed for 2 years till my mate Matt Close in his Porsche GT2 RS beat me, and I think he did a 10.9 or 10.8 or something like that. Anyway, I'm back here now with the red TT and to set and hopefully set another record. I'm not sure, probably not sure. Anyway, we'll certainly give it a go. So how the format works, we're all divided into separate categories, about 20 cars in each category. We all park down here. There's sort of like a pit area, and then we wait to line up and we're called in, and then we all drive down here, down this little slip road. So we're waiting, all these cars are waiting for them to take off. And then they line up here, they wait for that green light, and the start official waves them through, and then they're measured in the quarter mile, 400 metres. And off they go. So we get 4 runs of it, and hopefully it won't rain. Rain is forecast, but hopefully we should be right.
condition, head on over to the Shannon's tent. There's one here in the pits. There's also one over on Steve Backyard. Have a chat.
Look at this.
And see if you can enter into that competition too.
How many films have had GTOs in? Too many to count. These Hollands, no longer made in Australia. It's a shame. Good cars, but they're still here to represent.
If you need parts, tools, or equipment kit you'll find enjoy on the road, head over to the Person or Auto Parts Arcade. There's tools on display, arcade games, show bags, kids colouring, and heaps of show specials. And all donations kit can go on their high-tech racing set, with the proceeds going headspace.
So this XF Ford Falcon, I learnt to drive in one of these cars. Mum had one, but the one that Mum had didn't have an engine like that. It did not have a 427. And it didn't have a parachute either. The quality of cars are just absolutely magnificent. It's completely stock. They've not done a thing to it.
Runs on nitrous.
Like, we're talking about the perfect full shops car, aren't we? Look at that, that's awesome. Look at that massive dip. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a bit of an art piece, that one. First glance it looks like cars, but then you look a bit closer and
That Jemmy, the Ford Jemmy, I don't think it's built for comfort, just letting you know.
intricate details, the worth checking out. So if you're up on the hill today, consider coming down to the pits.
Oh, this is beautiful.
We've got a bit of time left this afternoon, but come
Volkswagen.
back tomorrow. Come into the pits, you never know who you'll meet in the pits. And of course,
GDS
you can
Monaro.
to all of these vehicles, check them out. Stick your head in the engine bay.
The whole family
Tickets are available
jumps
online
in and
at
helps push the car. That's pretty cool. That's got very fat tyres. My goodness, look how fat those tyres are. They're like 1.5 meters long. So this Chrysler Centura here, Dad used to have this as a company car. It had a 6-cylinder motor in it when everything else in the small body had 4 cylinders. I think that's where my whole thing of, you know, racing cars and everything else came from. Dad's company car. I was about 9 at the time, but I got the concept. I just want to show you what I do when I come up to the start line, like what settings and stuff I put the car in. So first of all, I push the drive select and I make sure it's in dynamic. Then because we're doing a launch, I put it in traction control mode. I turn that off and the display says this. And it's fully off, and then I put it into sport mode, and that's basically it. So another thing about this track, it's a 1/4 mile sprint, but it's not straight. It's got a huge curve in it. So for me to get a better time, what I've been doing is trying to start at a slight angle rather than start straight on. So I'm going to try and put the car in a bit of an angle. And as I'm going down the 1/4 mile, I'm going to try and get as close to the right-hand wall as possible, so I can sort of cut the corner, so to speak. And then I'm going to leave braking to the very last minute. So the last time I did this, the car became a bit light and a bit wayward as I put the brakes on quite heavy. I ran over that drain, which I shouldn't have. Anyway, I'm going to give it my best, try and cut the corner, try and start with a bit of an angle, and I'm going to try and stop and not run over the drain in the road. So hopefully we'll get a better time. So the first time I did was an 11.9. My second run was 11.81, so I am getting quicker, but not a huge amount of quicker. I'm just adjusting where the car drives, but the car's been really consistent and I'm really happy with it. It feels very strong. Ecotune have done a great job with the tune. Ahmed's done a great job from Supreme Motorworks. He looks after all my mechanical and servicing. So everything in that department's great. It's just all on me now. So all right, I'm just trying to relax a little bit before the start line. I'm just trying to stay focused on exactly what I should be doing. Thinking about the light, looking at the light. Also, I found an issue is that the person at the start line walks really close to the car and that turns on the parking sensors. So I have to keep an eye out on the parking sensor button. So if they as soon as they get too close to the car, I push the parking mode button, which turns off the parking mode. If the parking mode turns on, it doesn't engage launch control. So I do that. I guess Audi put that in as a safety feature because they don't want people launching into people standing in front of the car, which is understandable. Okay, and stopping there. Okay, cool. Parking mode, it's not on. Waiting for the light, and off I go. Alright, I'm aiming for the apex. Try and cut the corner. And, oh wow, zigzagging all over the place. And I ignore that red light. Wow, that was a big moment. The car was darting left and right. The surface is so uneven there. But we managed to get through it. I didn't die, right? So I've just finished my run and I'm just gonna check the hurdle alert to see what the numbers look like, to see if there's any knock and to see what the temperatures were. So, here we go. So I can see straight away, my air intake is 68 degrees, so I'm getting quite a bit of heat soak. I might consider getting a intercooler perhaps. So I can see all the figures on the right hand side, they're all at 0, so that means I'm not getting any persistent knock that the car can't fix, so that's really good. It just means that the fix that I had with Ahmed at Supreme, where he put all those injectors in and cleaned out the engine system, actually worked, so really happy about that. I can see exhaust temperatures are looking good. The air fuel ratio in the top left hand corner, that looks fine. The coolant levels at 91. The engine oil is at 100C, that's good. 98 degrees for the transmission. Now that's getting a bit warm, and the Haldex temperature down the bottom, that's 41. So they're all temperatures I'm really happy with. And I can see the maximum boost that I got is 27.7 psi, so that's well within the range that Ecotune have set for this turbo, which is the Garrett PowerMax. Anyway, guys, so that's good. Hurdle that says it's all fine. We continue racing. So now it's started to rain. So that's our day at the Geelong Revival Motoring Festival. We've had a ball. I got 3 runs in, and every run I got quicker and quicker and quicker. But as the rains come in, they're going to shut the event down, unfortunately, but it's 4:30. We've had an absolute ball. So guys, make sure you tune into our next episode. Please make sure you subscribe. If you subscribe, it doesn't cost you a cent, but it does mean I can get a Lamborghini and do these sorts of events. How amazing will that be? I really can't wait. Make sure you click on the video up here. It'll be like the chases on, and some other video will be really interesting that YouTube's recommending. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.